Yeah, at this point, do you feel like you still get the nerves when you're going to do, like, Stranger Things? I know that your nerves were crazy on the show, on Sweeney
Yeah,
Todd and dealing with that, but, like, something that is, like, in its last season, you figure most people would think, "Oh, you got this, you know what you're doing now." But,
yeah,
and the cast is bigger, right?
yeah. We add a lot of people pretty much every year, and so like it's a family that grows and grows and grows. And I've always been nervous on that set. I think increasingly so. I think as you get older, you become more aware of the eyes that are on you. I think that's kind of what's so special about seeing our performances when we were younger. Not necessarily because I mean, of course, people the more practice you do, the better you get and stuff like that. I think the better performances in my part are in the later seasons, but there is something that's just so like loose and uninhibited about those earlier seasons and kind of the way that I kind of went about being there because it really felt like because when you're that young, you kind of normalize everything around you because when it's in those formative years, it's kind of like everything that's around you is kind of just your situation, and you don't really have much references to otherwise as to like be like, oh, this is kind of crazy. So it's kind of just like, yeah, I guess I went to set today and I hung out with
Yeah,
my friends and I did a thing on camera and like that's just normal when you're
right.
that age. And I think that kind of like elevated the charm quite a bit. And as you get older, it's kind of like, oh, people are watching this.
Do you think that, and maybe this is something you talk about with the original cast or the cast that's been there the longest when you
Mm.
guys were there since the beginning, um, as more cast members come in the seasons, do you guys ever go, "Gosh, there's too many cast members now. It used to be about us only, and now it's"
I've never had that issue just
no?
because like I've been able to work with like um I never had a lot of interaction. Well, actually, no, that's I guess that's not true. Like I had a lot of stuff with Maya when she joined. I think it's a little bit different though with the later seasons because we kind of got those first three in like pretty back to back. They were pretty quick, and so like it's kind of hard for me to discern like how much time was between seasons like one and three, and then the pandemic, the strikes, the longer seasons. Like then we started taking quite a long time between them, and I think so it feels as though the newer members have been here since the beginning because it has been quite a long time since we've been working with them. And I think they bring such I think every time they add somebody new, there's like a distinct reason as to like there's like a something at least in the mind of Matt and Ross, who are our creators, that there's like something that's not fitting that we need to kind of expand here. And I
Right.
think it's worked very, very well. And I think it will continue to work well. I'm really stoked.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's a good way to think. I don't necessarily believe everything you just said, but,